Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm trying to make sure I get my timer knocked out here, and we're going to jump right into it. This is Business Talk number 6, I think it is. eBay. eBay began working on this authentication service this year, and they've been rolling out a ton of ads and promotion. They've gone as far as getting Jock Slade to do Fleet, which is a temporary tweet. They've advertised with God knows I tell you what, everywhere I went in media, if I was on a social media platform, if I was on my phone, if I was looking at an NBA game, there was an eBay ad everywhere, which tells you that eBay is in a position now where they can no longer ignore StockX or GOAT or Stadium Goods. Well, not necessarily Stadium Goods, since they actually work with Stadium Goods on some releases. But I guess what I want to look at is why eBay is not going to pull back all of the sellers that they need to recoup that money that they've foregone by getting rid of the seller fees on shoes over $100, even though the majority of sales happen under $100. All right? And I could give you information on that, but let's get focused here and let's get started, because this is going to be a deep, deep dive. eBay authentication. So we know that they are authenticating shoes now. That adds a layer of slowness to eBay. So first, you have to depend on the seller to send the shoe off to the authenticator, and then the authenticator is going to send it on to the buyer. We already know that StockX has a hole in its business, and that's the speed at which they get the product to the consumer. Because of authentication, everything is slowed down. Now, one of these things that I'd really like to get into, but not this episode, is the idea of the RFID that's going to start rolling out in these brands, that's going to remove the layer needed for authentication, because RFID will be your verifier, and as long as you're buying it from the brand, you're good. That's more important because Nike's opening 30 stores, but I'm off topic. Let me get back on topic. All right, so eBay decided to start doing the authentication. They even made a commercial.
With so many fakes out there, it's hard to figure out if the sneakers you want are real. But when you buy eligible sneakers on eBay, you can be confident they're genuine because every pair goes...
And even their commercial looks familiar. Cartoon, introduction, and...
So, you want to buy a pair of black cement 3s, huh? A real pair.
Yeah, so we got the cartoon, we got the bounce. Now, StockX, that commercial from StockX was four years ago, 2016, when the brand was launching. They put Wale, they put Homer Simpson in the video, they put Hassan Minaj, all of these recognized sneaker culture enthusiasts in their video. eBay only talked about their authentication. They have no personality attached to it, no storytelling other than the fact that now you can buy shoes on our site and we'll authenticate it too. That's playing catch up. It's not a good thing. And you know it's playing catch up because eBay even went so far as to create an entire sneaker drop where they got rid of 500 pair of shoes. And they did it with a known not sneakerhead. We don't even, Anthony Davis.
What happened on the sleigh last night? You dropped.
All right. So this thing with Anthony Davis, I'm like, we don't think about Anthony Davis as a sneakerhead or a person in sneaker culture. He wears the Alpha Dunk. Most of the time he wears the Kobe's. But we don't think of him in that way. He's not convincing. The only reason people are going to engage with this is because you're giving away 500 pair of shoes. Now, what does all of this have to do with where I'm going in saying that eBay is going to have a difficult time pulling all of these sellers back? In the previous 2 books, I explained how much website traffic StockX was getting. StockX is getting almost 24 million visits per month to their website. I cannot break down how much eBay is getting because the site is not a standalone site. That is the first big issue with eBay. But this is not about that issue. This is about the fact that people are not coming back. And I'm using this shoe as an example. One of the biggest releases this year was the Jubilee 25th anniversary Jordan 11 on StockX. When I go to all, I can go and see how many shoes have sold on StockX in the Jubilee Jordan 11. Now I scroll down to the bottom and I get 37,369. All right, my bad. Got a little bit off there. The that number, I have this formula for breakdown of how many shoes go into resale, and I typically say that about 30% of all shoes sold end up going into the resale funnel. If that's the case, then we're looking at 30%. Oh gosh, man. But I'm pretty sure Nike made much more than that. Anyway, let's look at eBay and see how many of the same shoe were sold. We type in the number CT8012011, and this is how you figure that out. If you guys have not been to eBay and you don't use it enough, or you don't know, you go down here to the side and you click sold items, completed items. 2,529 items have sold on eBay. 37,000, 2,000. Now, obviously, I'm a big part of this number over here. You know, well, and this is why you're not going to pull people back like, and this is what's funny. eBay, CNBC, all of these news channels, they talk to these people and they're like, hey, this reseller is making $150,000 on StockX. This reseller is making $500,000 on StockX. Or they go out and they talk to all of these people. I literally post what I make all the time. Do you know I've never heard from eBay? But you know who did come to Memphis? StockX. StockX flew to Memphis, sat down in my office over here in the front, talked with me. They sent a representative as a VIP. Why did they send that person? Now, I'm going to show you something here. I made $1 million on StockX, and I got to it in 2019. It took me 18 months to get to $1 million on StockX. 18 months. Previously, I was on Amazon. So I'm going to go all the way back to 2011, okay? So if you look here, 2011 to 2013, it took me 21 months to make $978,000 on Amazon. 21 months on Amazon, the biggest e-commerce site. More important, people overlook Amazon as a channel for sales. But let's leave Amazon because we're talking 2011 to 2015, 2016. StockX. This year, that million I hit back in July, let's go back to the date so we can make sure we're right here, June 22nd. So June 22nd to now, $930,000 on StockX, 15,000 shoes sold. If I'm at 930,000 and I missed 4 months, do you know I would have eclipsed $1 million this year on StockX had we not lost 4 months to the coronavirus? You can't get sellers back, StockX. It's just not going to happen. Why would I come back to a place where I'm going to get chargebacks, claims, people canceling orders, people saying that you sold something fake? I have to deal with the reviews and all of this other stuff. I'm not coming back. But this is the interesting thing. eBay can win. StockX is yet to introduce a fulfillment system. The company that comes into existence that does a fulfillment system and can get those shoes authenticated and get to the customer quickly within 2 to 5 days, 3 to 5 days, is the company that will win. How does eBay do this? How does StockX do it? StockX doesn't need to because they were smart enough to create an IPO program where they now work directly with the brands and they can introduce something into the market that never existed before. StockX has moved. They are something different. eBay is the same thing it was in '95. But like I said, they can win. Does eBay reach out to a person like me? No. They'll talk to influencers, NBA players. They'll talk to everyone except the people who are in this. And that's why eBay is going to continue to fall short. Happy New Year, man. Not yet. I mean, this is actually a Sunday. That's it. I'll see you guys on the next one.